In this video, I'm going to be drawing a tree similar to this one, and I'm just going to use pens for this drawing. These are some micron pens, Pigma micron pens, and you'll see on the ends they have numbers, and the higher the number, the bigger the tip is. So for example, this is the 01 pen, and see it's got a very small tip there, as compared to the 05, which would be this one. See, the tip is much bigger. So I'm going to start with the 05 because most of what I want is going to be a little bit bigger. And the other ones are the numbers in between. And those just came as a set. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing something similar to this cherry tree here. It won't look exactly like it, but it'll be similar. So I'm going to just start with the trunk, and drawing in pen is a good way to just practice your skills because you can't erase, and it's just a lot of fun sometimes to try sketching in pen like that. So here I'm starting with the trunk, and tree trunks are bigger at the base and they get gradually smaller as they go up. So mine started too small here, but that's okay because it is a tree, and I can add lots of lines for the bark and the shadows. So I'm sort of following this line here of this trunk. Okay, and as I come up in here, I've got some of the blossoms coming in there. And the way I'm going to do blossoms is a technique called scumbling. And what that is, it's where you take your pen and just do little curvy lines going in all different directions. So I'm going to do, I made those go over a little far, but that's okay. So some are going over the trunk there. And then I'm going to bring some more down like this. And some like this. So see, scumbling just gives that effect of leaves or blossoms. These are blossoms and some go out very long like that. It is a little bit time consuming, but it is a lot of fun. And then my branch is going to go up this way. Then part of it goes that way. Okay, and as I'm coming this way, what I want to remember is to watch out for where the blossoms are coming over the branch. So I just want to be aware of that, because in those areas, I want to stop the line for the branch and then continue again. So I'm not crossing over my blossoms. That way it looks like it's going behind the blossoms. Sort of like that. And you can always add the shadows, make it darker. This part has a big shadow in there. One way I might do that is I might do some hatching. And if I curve it a bit, it makes it look like the branch is curved. You can curve it this way too. The nice thing about trees and doing them in pen is that your lines can go in all different directions even. Okay, the other thing I want to show you, so that's how I'm going to continue for for the rest of the tree. The other thing to take note of, though, are these branches that sort of peek out from behind the blossoms. Little bits of them, like there and there and there and there. A little bit there, up in here, around in here. So what I would do, I got my trunk going here. I'm pretty happy with that. Here's the other part coming up this way. What I would do, once I had my basic trunk on there, I would go ahead and draw these lines in and then do my blossoms around it. So for example, this is this part here. And then I have some, maybe I want some branches up in here. So I might go like that and skip a little bit. And go like that. Maybe stick one in this way. And I'm leaving space in there. See how I'm leaving those spaces? Because then I'm going to come back and fill them in with blossoms. Or if this tree had leaves, I'd be doing it with leaves. So this space I left here, I will fill that in with blossoms. By just doing The motion again is it's just like little number 3s or little curves just going in lots of different directions. You don't want them all going the same direction like this. You want to keep turning your pen, have some go up, some go down, which gives it the randomness that it will have in nature. And then maybe I have a branch up here. But again, I want to keep leaving these gaps because that is where the leaves, or in this case, the blossoms will go. So anywhere there's a gap, I'll then go back in and fill it in with the blossoms. If you didn't leave the gap, what you would get then, if you went ahead and did the whole branch and then tried to do the blossoms, since you're working in pen, you can't erase that, and you lose that effect of it being so full that you can't see the branch anymore. And that is how you sketch a tree in pen.